is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's McDermott in at the 3, the small forward.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Wide open. Brooklyn with the rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Here is Rose. Outside Butler. Here's McDermott. Drops in the layup for 2. McDermott's got his first basket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. And Mirotic subbed in for Doug McDermott.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register 1 win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Now here is Mirotic following the shot by Jarrett Jack.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Kicks it to Robinson. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Noah after the basket by Brooklyn. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Mirotic. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bulls lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates. Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Ejuan Moore is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's McDermott in at the 3.
And you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Here's Larkin. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Chicago leading. Outside Rose. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Rose. Gasol's got his first basket. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Here's Brown. A beautiful reverse layup.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
And it's Rose penetrating. Good. Rose has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for the Nets. Donald Sloan comes in for Shane Larkin. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Sloan. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Sloan's got his first points of the night. Chicago leading by 4. Rose attacking. No good with the elbow jumper. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Karasov kicks to Sloan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Nets were the hottest team and story a few years back, certainly. But last season, they were put up for sale. Surprisingly to some, Clark, midway through the year.
Yeah, that was odd timing given the new arena and rebranding. I mean, you would think after all that effort to rebuild the team, you would see it through.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Karasov. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. Mirotic is checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Butler in for Ejuan Moore.
And for the Nets being put up for sale, a big part of it was they were a team that was supposed to compete for titles. And since the move to Brooklyn, they have had trouble going deep in the playoffs. You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo Soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
They get it back. Here's Robinson, and that one is hammered home.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Jaren Jack.
Here's Butler. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 10 points for Rose. Jack can't hit. And we've finished one half of basketball. It's the Bulls. They're up by 6. And time now to go.
Hey, Kevin, with
The 2K Sports